rise higher and higher and higher. We can go until the morning glow. We can go higher.
Hi guys, it's Key. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about my freshman college experience and kind of, not really my experience, but how I managed to get a 4.0 my freshman year and then, making the dean's list twice. So I just thought I'd make a video explaining kind of like how I did that, what like my main focus was, what my goals were, and maybe this could help you if you're an incoming freshman. You want to, be successful and, stay focused. Then I think this might be the perfect video for you, so just keep on watching. So if I look down, it's because I made a list and I didn't want this video to be like drawn out, because I will like ramble off about my freshman experience, so I'll try my best not to do that. For those of you who don't know, I go to Arizona State University. Like I said, it's going to be my second year in a few weeks coming up, so I'm really excited. It was a great experience and I loved being away from home. I lived on campus in the dorms, and I had a roommate, and it was just great. It was fun, and I just liked being on my own. It was probably like the highlight of my college experience so far, is just being independent, staying organized, buying your own groceries, doing all that stuff. So my senior year of high school, my grades were like and like it was my goal to do better once I got to college, like it wasn't like horrible, but like I knew I could do better. And senior year I had a lot going on, graduated, grad night, prom, senior excursion, maintaining your grades and retaking SATs and all that stuff. So it was just my goal. I told myself, which could be a tip, is telling yourself, I'm going to do this. I'm going to focus, ask questions, use my resources, all that type of stuff. So yeah, I think it's important to just set that mindset of I'm going to succeed. I know it sounds corny, but reinforcing that positive mindset will help. Like, it really does help. My first tip that I think is very important is to communicate with your advisor. Your advisor is going to help you with scheduling your classes, keeping you on track, making sure you're in good academic standing within the university and stuff like that. So making sure you have your advisor's information, which you will get like on your college website or even in the mail if they do it that way. For me, I have the website, and so it has a tab where it tells you who your advisor is, how to contact them, their office hours, those type of things. So I think it's important to make sure you're talking to your advisor, because if you have any questions about your major or something like that, you want to ask them, and they usually like respond right away. Doing that is very important. And then also, they're the ones who tell you, these are the classes you need to take this semester or this quarter if you're in the quarter system. And then those classes, like if you don't really want to take that class, you can tell them, can I take, I don't know, intro to psychology first, and then take the other mandatory class next semester, and then they can give you options. So which is important, because you want to take classes that you're actually interested in, because if you're in a class that you don't really like, it's going to be hard to stay focused and want to come to that class regardless. So making sure that you talk to your advisor about that stuff is very important. Also, before you pick your classes, I would highly recommend Rate My Professor, because that website might have been like one of the reasons why I got the grades I got, is because I went in on ratemyprofessor.com. I'll like put that on the screen for you guys. But I went on that website, looked up those professors, and then they score them. Like other students who have taken the class, they score the professor like 4 out of 5 is a good score, 5 out of 5 is a excellent score. So like they tell you, like they're heavy with book work, but no, the tests aren't really that much, or they have a lot of homework, but there's like one exam a whole semester or something like that. Like they tell you what you can expect. They even tell you like, do you use the textbook, because you don't want to buy a textbook if you don't need it, because it's like obviously a waste of money. So I would highly recommend that website before you pick your classes. Like while you're picking your classes, it'll have the professor's names, and then you can click on their name for their full name, and then go on Rate My Professor, put in your school, the name of your professor, and then it'll like pull it up for you. Or I recommend that you organize all of your syllabi. Syllabi basically has, the name of the class, where it's located, your professor's information, information about the class in general, and then due dates, which is like the most important in my opinion. And then like the grade breakdown, like an A is 93 and up or whatever, stuff like that. Organizing your syllabi is very important because in college, you don't have school loop. You don't have like, your essay is due in 2 weeks, your essay is due in 1 week, your essay is due in a couple days from now. No, like your syllabi is like super important because it has all the dates. They don't change. I don't think that universities are allowed to change like anything. Like they can't add is what I mean. Like they might push something back or push something forward to be due later or earlier, but you can't, I don't think they're allowed to add something in there. So there is no like pop quiz, like it's already like set in stone on that piece of paper. So making sure that you write all your classes, all of their due dates, like on a planner or a calendar or a whiteboard, to-do list, whatever organization tool that you think would work best for you is super important, because you don't want to miss a due date. That's like points right there, like deducted. They don't do late work or late acceptance or anything like that. So you have to like keep yourself organized, making sure that all your due dates for all of your classes, not just one class, all of your classes. Staying organized, highlighting what you need to highlight if you want to organize that way. I'm just gonna be honest. I had a planner in the beginning of the year, used it for like a couple months, and then I stopped using it. But instead, I used a whiteboard, and then I wrote down like the due dates and used it so that I could check them off. So I knew when I finished each assignment or exam, studying for an exam or finishing a paper or something like that. So, just using some form of organization is really gonna help, because it helps you, not miss an assignment and you're not missing points. My next tip is go to class, okay? Going to class, it's super easy to not go to class because, in high school, it was something that, they're like, oh, like you're tardy. If you get 3 tardies, you're gonna have detention, or you get called, they call your parents, whatever. In college, it's like you're giving them money, you're paying tuition, so, you're wasting your money basically. So they don't say like, oh, like, where have you been? It's like you miss class, like, oh, okay, like, cool. So there is no like, oh, if I miss class, like I'm gonna get in trouble. It's up to you to, get up and then go to class. Like just go to class. And then if you don't go to class, at least have someone in that class that you can count on. Like get someone's number that you trust, that you think is gonna like always be in class even when you're not. That way you can fall back on them with their notes and stuff like that, and just because you don't want to fall behind, especially in college. There's too many things happening in all your classes. It's just too much. So you want to make sure that you have someone to talk to, or text or DM, or whatever form of communication. That way you know what's going on, so the next time you go to class, when you do go to class, you know what's going on, you have their notes, you're caught up, and all of that stuff. I really encourage you guys to make sure that you have at least 2 people, not 1 but 2 people in each of your classes that you can be like, oh hey, like, can I have your email, or if you don't want to like seem too forward with like their number or something, I don't know. But honestly, I just make friends basically, and just be like, oh hey, like, is it okay if you get your number, just in case like, I'm sick a day. And get out there and make sure that you have at least 2 people, 2 from each of your class, so just in case that one person happens to be sick too or not in class, you have that second person to text or whatnot. So I really encourage you guys to do that. Time management. Okay. Time management is super important in college because there's so many things going on campus and so many assignments in all of your classes, okay? So there are football games, soccer games, basketball games, festivals, parades, parties, clubs, everything. There's so much to do, and it's so easy to get distracted. It is so easy to, like, and there's nothing wrong with having fun. Like, go have fun. Like, that's actually one of my tips that I'm gonna get to. But you want to have fun. You want to experience your college life without having to worry about school all the time. Like school work anyway. But time management is super important because that's how you can fall behind super quickly. And for example, I had to choose between a party and doing this paper. There's like literally it was Halloween time, so there's literally a party from like Wednesday to Saturday or Sunday. Like a party Wednesday, a party Thursday, a party Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Even Sunday. Like, what? You would think that people have classes on Monday. Like, what are you doing? No. There are parties like all week. And it was like a Thursday or something, or Saturday. I don't remember. But I knew I really wanted to go. I was even getting ready. Like, I was doing my makeup. And then I just sat down and I was like, no. Like, I had a feeling in my stomach. Like, I know I shouldn't go because I have a paper due on Monday. And I'm not near halfway done with it. So you really just have to sit down with yourself. I sound like a mom, but you really have to sit down with yourself and be like, there's gonna be another party. There's not gonna be another paper. Like, there is no makeup paper, no, because papers are a heavy chunk of your grade. Even if it's like an assignment, you want to like treat those things as they're like really important, because they're really important to your grade, and they can do a lot of damage to your grade. So just making sure that you're able to focus and choose between the two is important. It's like super important in order to be successful in your classes and with your grades. Okay, so my next tip is going to be your environment, and what I mean by that is where you're studying at. So I know you're probably thinking like, oh, like, where am I going to study? I'm going to study in my dorm room. Like, that's where I have a desk in there for a reason, Well, there's a lot of distractions in your dorm room, especially if you have, your bed. You're going to want to take a nap. There's going to be AC. You're just going to want to go to sleep. I've made that mistake multiple times. So, as, experience, you're going to take a nap, probably. You have your fridge. You have your snacks. You're going to want to snack and take a nap. Both of those things combined. You're gonna want to use your phone, take selfies, or whatever you're gonna do. So I really encourage studying somewhere that's not in your dorm. Even your roommates in there, or they might be in there, and then you're gonna want to talk to them. So I really encourage going outside of your dorm room. A study room, study lounge, the library. They have like individual study rooms. I know most universities do. I'm not sure if all do, but they have individual study rooms where it's just like a door, a desk, an outlet, and like you're just secluded in one room. Like, there's no one else in there. It's for one person, for you to focus and study. So I really encourage doing that instead of in your dorm or like out on the lawn or something like that. I know I sometimes see people who study like outside, which is fine. Like, as long as you're comfortable just with people walking back and forth where you're studying at. Like, I personally feel like I was successful when I was studying secluded, like alone, with no noise from the outside world, just like in my own zone, finishing what I had to finish, So I really think that would be an awesome tool, especially when it relates to, your grades, improving your grades, and just making sure you're also looking for resources, online, and like your friends and stuff like that who might have taken the class before you or are taking the class, and but just, your environment where you are, because you don't want to study at a football game or at a kickback thinking you're going to bring your flashcards to a kickback and being able to focus. That it's just not going to happen. Just be realistic with yourself, and you know where you can study and focus. My last and final tip is going to be finding a hobby and having fun. Okay, so I personally found the hobby of going to the gym, and I did do that after my classes. So after I had class, I would go for an hour and just work out. I would like wear my gym clothes to class, like leggings and tank top, whatever. I go to class and then go to the gym and then go to my dorm that way, and then I would shower and whatnot. But finding a hobby, something that you would enjoy. There's thousands of clubs and organizations, Greek life, all that type of stuff. I know in the beginning of the year, at least at my school, I'm pretty sure all schools do this, but like Club Rush, it's like all the organizations, and they're trying to recruit you to join their organization or their club or their sport, or their club sport. Just find something that you think you would enjoy. But like making time for a hobby and just having fun in general is important, because you don't want to burn yourself out. I made that mistake at one point. I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to do my work. I want to go out. I just want to focus on my schoolwork. Just focus. I don't want to join a sorority. I don't want to join a club. I don't want to join a sport. I just want to just get A's. Like, I just want to get A's. Like, that's all I was focused on. So, you don't want to do that, because it'll just burn you out, and it'll cause you to be depressed. You want to have fun outside of your academics. What else? Oh, I got a job, so you could do that. Get a job. They have work study usually on all campuses, which means like you're getting paid from the government, so it doesn't take the taxes out. But most importantly, it can help you towards your tuition, which is like the goal of work study. So I tutored kids, which was great. I loved going to them, every day and just doing that. And it was something, to get your mind off of classwork all the time. So just doing something that you enjoy, other than, wanting to get A's, and just something that you would like. There's so many things on campus and off campus that you can do, and it can also help you make friends too. So I really encourage you to do that. And I think that's it. Just staying involved, staying focused, organized, asking for help, communicating with professors, your advisors, organizing your due dates. I think it's pretty manageable. I mean, it can be hectic your first year, because you want to do this, you want to do that, you're independent, but you just have to really sit down with yourself and focus on what your goal is. And mine was to get A's, and I did that, so I know that you can too. You just have to keep that mindset, keep a positive mindset, and just don't be afraid to reach out to other people, reach out to your counselors, reach out to your professors, and there's so many resources on your campus, like so many options that you can do. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. I really hope this video helped. If it did, please give it a like, and feel free to subscribe. I do plan on doing more college themed videos like this, so my next video will most likely be a move-in day into my apartment, so I'm excited for that. I'm also thinking about doing vlogs, so we'll see. But yeah, I really hope this helped, and go ahead and comment any questions you may have about college. I will answer all of your questions if you have any, and I will also put in my social media and stuff if you guys want to reach out to me on there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye!